Hello, welcome to Monday, and this is the top 5 board games that I own that will ruin friendships. Now, these don't have to be board games, they can be card games, but I have to at least have played them before and I own them. So if you see a game that's not on this list, or that is on this list but you think should be higher or lower depending on your preferences, tell me down in the comments below. Now let's get started. First up is a game that I haven't had for too long, and I've only played probably about 100 games or so. No, that's an exaggeration. But I didn't know about it until probably my freshman year in high school. I'm a senior now. If you guessed Settlers of Catan, then you'd be right, because this is my number 5 game that would ruin friendships. Now, it's not that it's a difficult game, but it is very hard to understand at first play. I know a lot of people that won't give up on the game, but enough people that say, I don't know what I'm doing every single turn. Even though it's right in front of them, it's very basic. But this is my top 5. Remember, this is not top 5 games in the world. This is my personal top 5 that I own that will ruin friendships. Now, this is probably one of my favorite games in the entire world. If you guessed Munchkin, then you'd be right for number 4. Munchkin is one of those games that it's hard to explain, but it's awesome. If you've never played Munchkin, you haven't played a game yet. Seriously, this is one of those games. This is a game, alright? You need to find Munchkin, you need to play it. Play it with people that have played, because the rules don't make sense until someone else tells you to do it. I read the rules maybe 40 times, didn't understand it until a year ago, and I've had this for a couple of years. So, Munchkin ruins friendships, but it's so fun. Oh, it's so fun. So much fun. Now, this next game isn't a board game, but it can be very confusing, and I do a personal rule where you need to play at least 3 games to say, I don't want to play again. And that game is Mao. It's a card game, and I can't tell you the rest of the rules because that's the point of the game. All I can tell you is it's frustrating, and it's awesome, and it could also ruin friendships. A lot of friendships can be ruined from Mao. A lot. Now we're getting into the more mainstream games, so for number 2, make your guesses now. Alright, so if you guessed Monopoly, then you'd be correct. Monopoly, everyone's probably played it, everybody knows about it. It's one of those games that has very simple rules. You want to get a Monopoly. I've never finished a game that I remember, and I could see people, I haven't lost any friendships from Monopoly, but I know that there's always, in every game, there will always be that person that says, I want to keep going, when majority don't. So it's a kind of a wild card in this scenario for losing friendships, but depending on who you're playing with, you definitely could lose a lot of friendships with this game, Monopoly, which I'm talking about now. And the number 1 game to lose friendships at that I own and have played is Risk. Risk is evil. Seriously, I've only played 4 games in my life, each time with my friends Landon, and then there was also Jimmy. Knives have come out in every single game. It's that frustrating. We've never finished, but there's always been, you're teaming up on me. No, we're not teaming up on you, and then the tides get turned. Seriously, this game needs to be taken lightly with a good bunch of friends that will not hold grudges, because this game made everyone super tense and super angry at each other. This is my number 1 breaking friendships game. Play at your own risk. Get it, cause risk, okay. So how'd you like my top 5 list? Honorable mentions include Trouble, or Frustration, however you want to call it. It's that game with the bubble. I have a picture right here. It's this game, you know, you pop the bubble, you try to go around with the pieces. The board looks like that, yeah. This was honorable mention. Another honorable mention was Sorry. I don't own that, so I didn't put it on this list. And the other one that I could think of was Candyland. I don't own Candyland, but everyone I talked to, and I went online for about an hour, and most sites had Candyland up there, and it was really weird because I don't remember Candyland ever being that, you know, violent. Like not violent in the sense, you understand what I mean. You know what I mean. Jason has told me what his challenge is going to be on Thursday. I hope you're all looking forward to it. I won't tell you what it is right now, but I can tell you that it is very funny. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good one. That it is. And that pretty much does it for me here on Monday. So keep it positive, and you'll see me next week. Keep it positive.